Hey Northside, we're back again with another new episode of StarCast. A lot has happened in the past couple of weeks, so we've got a lot to report on. Let's get right to it. North High prides itself on being very diverse. Within our school, 15 languages are spoken from students all across the globe. One class made it a point to further investigate some of these students. We go to Carlos for the details.
North High is a very diverse school with many different religions, races, and lifestyles. The AP English class decided to create a blog about the students of North High to see the differences and similarities of our daily lives. The current AP English teacher, Ms. Limoges, tells us about their blog, Humans of North High.
The Humans of North High was a project that AP English did as their narrative standard. So instead of writing a story about what they did this summer, we paired it with a novel that they had read called Catcher in the Rye. And we studied the essential question. And with that essential question, they had to go and figure out what is the truth of North High School. They had to figure out how different people's perspectives kind of shaped or altered the truth behind that story.
There were many interesting stories about students' lives that the AP English class found. The class focused on how humans' perspectives can affect reality.
Getting out to interview and see the lives that their peers have lived in more realistic human terms than just writing their own story about what they did this summer.
The blog is found at humansofnorthhigh.weebly.com. Make sure to go check it out. This is Carlos Valenzuela reporting for StarCast.
Thanks, Carlos, and thank you to Ms. Limoges and her AP English class for the insight on these students. Now we're off to Jackson to shed some light on a few more shining stars.
Good to see you again, Northside. It's Jackson Baker here with your North High Activities Update. We've had a lot of success these past couple of weeks, and a lot of really great achievements to celebrate. Junior Elise Sturgeon recently competed at the state level of the National Poetry Out Loud contest. Elise took third, reading Queen Elizabeth I's On Monsoir's Departure. This isn't Elise's first major success of the year. However, Marley brings us the details.
North High is widely known for their great athletics, jazz band, and choir. There is one thing that's overlooked, and that's debate. Many people don't know that for quite some time we've had a little state champ brewing up inside North the whole time. Junior Elise Sturgeon became a Congress state debate champion last month, and she is a potential national contender.
I was so happy that I literally cried in front of everyone. It was just overwhelming joy, and just all my hard work had finally come to fruition.
Elise and several others competed at state in various styles, such as contemporary and Congress. Elise competed in the Congress style and went up against some tough competition, but she persevered and really made all of her hard work worth it.
And people who have beaten her in other tournaments, that she has worked very hard because she knew that they'd beat her before and she wanted to beat them this time.
Elise is an all-around great student. She competes in Quiz Bowl and is involved in student council. Her hard work in the classroom is evident and definitely carries over in her debate success.
I think the skills that she's learned in debate through her years have served her well just in, regular, class, sharing her ideas and stuff.
Elise is unsure of what she is going to pursue after high school, but says she is interested in political science or law. Regardless of where she goes, we know she'll do great things. Shine bright, Elise. This is Marley O'Brien reporting for StarCast.
Congratulations, Elise. Elise will compete April 1st at the National Qualifiers for Congress in Carroll, Iowa. We'll be sure to keep you updated. Several students here at North High compete on the Sioux City Metro's varsity hockey team. The team recently competed at the state tournament, which actually hosts teams from a number of states. The team, which features North Stars Max and Drake Beller, placed second in this year's tournament. Sophomore Max Beller also plays on another hockey team out of Omaha, Nebraska. Keeping up with two hockey teams isn't easy, but Max makes it work. Noah has the story.
For sophomore Max Beller, his weeks are spent a little more different than your average high school student. His are filled with a lot of traveling, a lot of hockey, along with all the other big responsibilities of being a full-time high school student. Max first started playing hockey when he was 3 years old. He now plays for two travel teams, the Sioux City Metros and the Omaha AAA U15s. Playing for two travel teams is a major commitment. It takes a lot of time, hard work, and dedication to play for one travel hockey team, but Max takes it to the extra mile and plays for two.
The traveling is a lot, and I won't have an off weekend until hockey's completely over. And practices are every night, which is pretty rough.
Max has hockey practice nearly every night. He goes to Omaha for practice Mondays and Wednesdays and has practice in Sioux City Tuesdays and Thursdays. The weekends are all about traveling and tournaments for Max. His teams travel as far as Chicago, Colorado, Minnesota, and even Canada. His favorite part about hockey is scoring and hopes to play hockey as far as it takes him. In the time being, if you see Max in the hallway, be sure to wish him luck in the following weekend because more than likely he'll be playing hockey somewhere. This has been Noah Weeder reporting for StarCast.
Max recently broke his arm at the latest tournament. We wish him a speedy recovery. In other activities news, the North High Jazz Band has once again made it to the Iowa Jazz Championships. The team will compete on April 4th in Ames at Iowa State University. The boys' dance team competed last weekend down in Orlando, Florida at the Contest of Champions. The competition, which was held at Disney World, featured teams from all around the country. Out of 48 teams in the hip-hop category, the North boys placed 4th, along with 2nd in the small team hip-hop category. Congratulations, guys. Boys and girls track began their competition season this weekend with a meet at USD. It was a very strong showing for both the boys and girls teams. On the girls' side, junior Caitlin Mulder and senior Mercy Oyederi went 1 and 2 in the 400-meter dash. Senior Lily Yebra took 2nd in the 1600 and 3rd in the 3200, and Haley Hoogers finished 2nd in the shot put. For the boys, junior Jace Martinek was 3rd in the 60-meter dash, senior George Kanitis took 1st in the shot put, senior Camden Beller was 2nd in the 800-meter run, and he joined fellow seniors Noah Weeder, Tyler Wagner, and Max Vollmer to secure the first place finish in the boys' 4x400-meter relay. A strong start to what's sure to be a successful season. The team is back in action this Saturday at BVU. Well, that's all we have for the updates this week. Back to you, Keenan.
Congratulations to those who represented North High. Keep up the good work. And now we take a look at an elementary school in transition. One of the oldest feeder schools on the north side was just recently taken down. Maddie gives us a look at this 120-year-old school and what the district is doing to help kids transition.
This past year, the Sioux City Community School District decided to make some changes on the north side. The district decided it was time for a new Bryant Elementary School. In order to do so, the 125-year-old Bryant building needed to be torn down.
Bryant was it was where I went to school, and I had a lot of memories there, so I'm kind of sad about them tearing it down. I mean, maybe the building had some problems or something, but the new school should be nice, so I'm looking forward to see what it looks like.
The building was torn down this summer, including 8 nearby houses, which affected those families and all of the students and staff who attended Bryant. The kids will be at Crescent Park until their new school is built, which has its ups and downs. The kids like the size of the PE field and being able to make new friends, but the school causes some transportation problems with it being as far as it is from the students' homes.
Well, all the kids at Bryant had a chance to come to this school to just be considered Bryant again. And they'd be offered free busing to get here because now the location isn't near, it's not a neighborhood school now. A lot of kids did choose to come here and use the busing option, but a few kids did transfer.
This school is a little bit smaller. My house is farther away.
The new building will cost up to $3.1 million and is scheduled to open in August of 2019. The building will be located in the same spot along 31st and Jones and Jennings. This has been Madison Sariani reporting for StarCast.
Best of luck to the elementary students involved in the transition. Now we take a look at a substance that is unfortunately on the rise. Mercy gives us the story on this damaging drug.
The use of drugs among young adults in the U.S. are constantly changing, and Sioux City is no exception. Open 24 hours, the hotline at the Poison Control Center of Sioux City receives reports about the drug lean regularly.
Lean is a drink that they make out of a prescription cough syrup, and then they add Jolly Ranchers and typically Sprite to make it taste better.
In addition to alcohol, teens are often introduced to new and popular ever-changing drugs. With these newer drugs, law enforcement continues to have difficulty staying up to date.
There's a lot of nicknames for a lot of drugs out there, lean being one of them. I'm not up on all the drug names and stuff like that, and I think in general law enforcement is probably behind the times when it comes to the nicknames.
There are adverse side effects to using lean with other substances.
So when people are mixing it with other things, they might not be paying as much attention as to what they're putting in, how much they're putting in. So right away, people are not necessarily aware how much of the drug they're taking.
Pop culture has had a large influence on the use of the drug. Social media outlets such as Twitter and Snapchat promote its popularity. This drug is also big in the hip-hop industry.
DJ Screw, the Houston disc jockey that made this drug, actually later died from an overdose of this drug.
This drink is very dangerous in an overdose situation.
So after they start to overdose, they might have problems breathing and maybe even pass out, go into a coma, something serious like that.
It is doctors' responsibilities to keep the prescription of the syrup under control.
Physicians need to be very aware of their patient that they're prescribing for and how much they're giving people.
Although many people think it is cool, the dangers of this new drug make partying with lean unpredictable and hazardous. Reporting for StarCast, this is Mercy Oyederi.
Thanks, Mercy. Interesting stuff. The Martin Luther King video was created here at North High, and it was entered in the 13th annual Sioux City International Film Festival on February 22nd. The video was voted Best Documentary of 10 videos in the category and awarded $1,000 for first place. Great job to all who were involved in the filmmaking process, and way to represent North High. The Ironman Tour Volleyball Tournament took place March 6th. It was a tough competition, but the staff team took home first place. If you're interested in more competition, the prom committee is hosting a dodgeball tournament Thursday, March 16th. For more details, talk to Claire Henry or Lexi Hettinger. Well, that's all we have for this episode of StarCast. Until next time, catch you later, Northside.